Hey, very best friend. Welcome back to my channel, my returning subbies. It's your favorite Southern sidekick, your favorite Texican tarot reader in the building, Layla in the building. And today we got another readings. Go ahead and get your drinkity drink, go get your snackety snack, and let's get it popping. So today we're actually going to do something different on my channel. It's a new series I'm starting called Mystery Messages, okay? So I don't exactly know what the reading's going to be about. We're just going to pull some cards organically, and we're going to see what the universe has to say to you today, okay? So let's get it popping and see what's going on with you, okay? So I am here, and also, like, you might be having, like, lucid dreams lately, like, really intense dreams, dreaming about either past situations or, like, family members is what I'm hearing, or just, you know, like, there's some sort of, like, things that you're releasing in your subconscious during your dream state, and so you might be, like, waking, yeah, that's funny, emotions. You're releasing in your dream state is what I'm hearing here, and you might be waking up feeling kind of like this inner strength, okay? It's like this inner strength when you wake up, you're like, why do I feel stronger today? Why do I feel better? It's because you're going through like an emotional release in your dreams, okay? So we have emotions. It says alchemy, processing, and sensitivity. Honoring the flow of all the emotions, okay? So this might be something that you have, you know, you've struggled with in the past, is like, you know, maybe you don't really cry a lot, right? But maybe lately, like, you've been feeling more emotional for some reason is what I'm hearing. And so, like, a lot of times our dream state, like, when we're not able to face something in the physical reality, our subconscious mind kind of works things out organically with no barriers, with no borders, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so you're working things out emotionally in your dreams is what I'm hearing here. And like, you're starting to learn how to honor your feelings, honor your emotions, and letting yourself release things that you felt you weren't allowed to either talk about or you weren't allowed to feel, right, due to either ridicule from other people or what people think or say, right? I'm hearing spirit say honor your emotions. It doesn't matter if people think you're right or wrong about them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. It is truth, right? So allow yourself to feel these emotions and to release. This is definitely a time period of releasing old hurts is what I'm hearing. Traumas, hurts, finding inner closure and inner balance is what I'm hearing. And we have breaking into bloom. Wow. It says time, liberation, and understanding. Sometimes you will break before you bloom, right? So like I said, with these deep emotions that you're currently feeling, okay, they're rising to the surface to be felt so you can release them. We kind of got that same energy in the last reading we got, okay, but you're breaking into bloom currently, right? The rose has to be a bud and then it blossoms, it breaks into bloom, right? Or like the shoot in the ground, like the plant, you know, it has to burst through the darkness. Like, it's always darkest right before the dawn, right? So that's kind of what's happening with you. It says time liberation, right? This is like liberating yourself and freeing yourself from the shackles of the past, shackle pain, okay? What else, Spirit? And the Seeker. Wow. Okay. So it says all-seeing eye, spirit, and release. Like I was saying, you're going through this release, okay, through this time period. It says, could you surrender just a bit more, okay? So definitely, you know, this time period, Spirit's saying, like I said, look, more tears, emotions, releasing, okay? So you're going through this time period of surrender. Like, you've been called to just let go and surrender these emotions, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the Lover, Aphrodite, passion, and abundance. It is safe to surrender to the good feelings. Yes, okay. It's almost like after you've purged and had this awakening happen with you, I'm hearing like you got to break before, like, that way the light can come in. That's what I'm hearing here. So if you're in a moment where you're feeling like, you know, like you feel broken open and vulnerable is what I'm hearing. Like, you're only going through that because you have to open up. So the crack, I'm seeing like a heart that's broken open, and like there's these crevices, these cracks. And like, because you're open, finally the light can come in is what I'm hearing. Okay. And so after you release, you're going to have this time period of feeling refreshed. Okay. That's what I'm hearing here with that energy. Okay. So let's get a pop and see some more. Let's see what's going on with you. Tell me more about this energy, Spirit. What's going on with my collective? You have to let go of something before you can bring something else in, right? That's what I'm hearing here. Okay, there was something that you were holding on to, and it was not allowing space for this newness that you're wanting to attract into your life, okay? We do have toxic masculine coming through. And so this could be something that you're healing from, is connections with toxic masculine energies. Okay. It doesn't matter what gender or whatever. But toxic masculine energy can be kind of like boastful. Also, another message I'm hearing as well is like you possibly embodying the toxic masculine traits, which feels like you have to prove yourself, or feels like you have to have a bravado, you know, to show that you're strong, right? That's what I'm hearing. So like you've been shouldering this quiet like battle is what I'm hearing here, and you've been like really strong, but there's this point of break. Okay, break before bloom. Okay, so there's this power in your vulnerability is what I'm hearing here. Okay, and sometimes the strongest thing that you can do is to admit certain feelings to yourself. Okay, it does not mean that you're weak just because you have a moment where you cry to yourself. It shows that you're strong. Okay, I don't know why I just heard real men cry. You might be a feller watching this, and you know, that could be that programming like, oh, suck it up buttercup is what I'm hearing. That's what it is. You're healing from generational curses of this like, suck it up buttercup, don't feel those feelings, suppress it. Okay, just heard addictions. 11-11 alignment. Okay, so you're coming back into alignment with yourself. And a lot of times, like whenever you're coming back into alignment, it could feel, to get back into alignment, you have to realize that something was misaligned. Okay, so you're it's like I'm seeing some like bones being brought back together. It's like the bone is healing is what I'm hearing here. Okay, and through the process of the bone healing, metaphorically speaking, like it's gonna feel a little bit painful. Okay, the pain shows that you're healing. That's what I'm hearing. The pain shows that you're healing, and even if it feels like it's a dark place, Spirit's saying you're actually healing, and it's not gonna be pretty. Healing is not a pretty process, right? Like I said, a bone breaking, for example, that ain't pretty. You know, that's kind of painful. You don't want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh, it's a bone out of place. You know what I'm saying? But like, you're getting back into alignment. You're realigning your energies is what I'm hearing. So take your time. Don't rush this is what I'm hearing here. And we have contracts. Yeah, toxic masculine and contracts. You're breaking away from toxic masculine contracts right now is what's coming through here. Okay, and so definitely this is a time period. I'm hearing the lone wolf. You might be feeling a bit like a lone wolf right now. I'm hearing, where's my soul tribe? Where are the others? That's what it is. You've shouldered this pain by yourself for far too long, and I'm hearing they're coming. The others are coming. Okay, we have Beautiful by Christina Aguilera. I am beautiful no matter what they say. Words can't bring me down, so don't you bring me down today. I'm definitely hearing like in your family, even if it like toxic masculinity, I'm also hearing absent father figures. It could be as well. And so it feels like maybe you felt like you had to pick up the pieces, or you had to be the strong one because there was this like absent positive masculine energy from your life. Okay, and I just also just heard your father might have passed away. I'm so sorry if that did happen. Okay, I understand. My dad passed away in 1997. I can relate with that, where you feel like you have to shoulder, you know, the burden, and you have to be strong, right? That's what I'm hearing here. And like you're finally learning how to release, like acknowledging that and then releasing it. Okay, releasing the burden. That was never your burden to carry, especially being strong for other people. I just feels like this is the time period where like Spirit wants you to open up and to like feel softness again is what I'm hearing. Definitely back to that Aphrodite, the lover energy, right? You're returning back to softness is what's coming through here. This is going to be kind of like that soft girl season is what I'm hearing. Or soft guy. Oh my God, look, the highest deacon of Scorpio, the Phoenix. It says unstoppable, rebirth, purged, limitless, and born from the ashes. Yeah, you're born from the ashes this season. Okay, you're resurrecting. You're coming back to life is what I'm hearing here. And you're letting go of all the judgments. Okay, the self-judgments and also the judgments from other people. Okay, whoa, what is that? Toxic feminine energy. Look, we have toxic masculine and toxic feminine energy. And this is what you're breaking away from. Also in relationships is what I'm hearing. There are toxic masculine and feminine energies that you're breaking contracts with right now. Okay, bottom of the deck, we don't have anything on. Oh yes, we do. We have haterade fuel. Okay, here we go. That's what's coming through here. These contracts with people, let your haters be your motivators. That's all I gotta say. Okay, I'm telling you, boo. Okay. Oh, I accidentally rolled the dice and landed on first house in Scorpio. Okay, so first house in Scorpio is a very intense energy. It's how you're coming off, right? It is like the feminine embodiment of the masculine, because when I think of Scorpio energy, to me, Scorpio energy reminds me of like if Leo and Cancer had a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like it's that kind of energy where it's emotional, but it's a transmuting the emotions, okay, with your passion, with the Mars energy is what I'm hearing here, okay? So let's get up and see some more with the tarot. All right, Spirit, what's going on with my collective? Show me the energies. We have the lovers. We have the lover, and now we have the lovers. Okay, so this is the lover Aphrodite energy coming through. Okay, now we have the lovers. Okay, so two energies coming through with the lovers. It is about our partnerships, but it's also about our free will. Okay, our individual free will to make a choice for ourselves and do what we love. Okay, not out of fear, but because we decide to do it. Okay, you're starting to learn about free will this season, is what I'm hearing here. Understanding that you have free will, and you know, you're not stuck or stagnant anywhere that you don't want to be. I feel like your soul is calling you to something else, something new is what I'm hearing here. But let's see some more context. Tell me more with this energy, Spirit. This is going to be your greatest comeback is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing return of the Mac. You knew that I'd be back. Oh, okay. So this is the return of you. That's what I'm hearing. The return back to yourself. The return to innocence, okay? The Four of Pentacles. Okay, so it's a withholding energy. It is a bit of a, like, you know, holding on energy. Okay, so these are the emotions that are coming up to the surface that you're ready to release. You're ready to let it go is what I'm hearing here. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness, the Wheel of Fortune is in your favor. Fortune favors the bold, boo. Okay, but let's go ahead and clarify these cards. Clarify the Lover's Spirit. What is this Lover's energy about? The Lovers and the Six of Wands. This is going to be a time period of winning, success, okay? You finally make a choice and you're successful in it. And it's like, things are different this time is what I just heard. Things are different this time. You're different this time is what I just heard. Okay, so definitely something circling back around is what I'm hearing. It's like you're different amidst a situation that might feel familiar because you finally let go of this past baggage is what I'm hearing here. Now you're finally finding success is what I'm hearing. Spirit said pull this card. Yeah, Nine of Wands. I'm going with the Six of Wands. So it has been a long time coming, and this is an energy of like you're the wounded warrior. Okay, you are the wounded warrior is what Spirit's showing me, and you're becoming successful finally. Okay, after amidst like I'm hearing heartbreak or pain or also losses and things like that. Clarify the Four of Pentacles, Spirit. Four of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords. So it's all about your discernment, like discerning. It's almost like you're picking the wheat from the shaft. And that's the reason why you've had these emotions come up to the surface is because like I said, like you have to make space because there are things that were stagnant in your heart space, okay? They were stagnant in your heart space. So now you're being discerning, okay, what deserves my energy? What deserves my time? What deserves my patience? What deserves my attention is what I'm hearing here, okay? And so it's like with the sword of truth, you're cutting away, you're cutting through the illusions, you're cutting through everything that doesn't serve you anymore, okay? It definitely feels like I'm seeing somebody who has a bunch of like junk in their house and they're just throwing everything away. They're not even thinking twice, right? Like that's the energy that you're in. You're just throwing it all out. It's like, you know what? We're revamping, we're renewing, right? We're revitalizing, we're changing things up, right? That's what I'm hearing. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune, Spirit. Ooh. Wheel of Fortune, we do have the Two of Pentacles, okay? So it definitely feels like, you know, you're kind of like in this in-between space right now because it's like juggling two options, but it's like two parts of your life, right? Where you're trying to move forward, right? This is the time period where Spirit's saying, like, it's time for you to take a chance on yourself, okay? That's what I'm hearing. What is this Two of Pentacles? What are the decisions about? Temperance, healing. Yeah, this is a time period of healing for you, okay? What's the other one? Do I stay or do I go? That's what I'm hearing. Do I hold on or do I let go? Yeah, because Five of Cups. Okay, back to that heart space. We have, okay, so Four of Pentacles. We have Five of Cups now. So Five of Cups is about like, you know, like I said, like there's this old energy that was trying to drag you back. And like Spirit's saying it's time to move on. This is the opportune time to move on and go live your best life is what I'm hearing here, okay? Definitely, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Swords and the Seven of Swords, okay? And the Four of Cups, the Chariot, okay? Yeah, I want to say the Four of Swords and the, also we have 4 actually, Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Four of Swords, okay? And so this is a time period of healing and taking your time is what I'm hearing here, okay? But the Seven of Swords, it definitely feels like, you know, these are the things that you're healing from is like people who betrayed your trust is what's coming through here, okay? That's the thing, okay? There are things that took up space that didn't deserve your time or attention is what I'm hearing, and that's the reason why you're finally moving on. You're finally releasing is what Spirit's showing me, okay? And so, yeah, this is a time, like I said, like take your time. Don't rush yourself. Definitely like taking it slow, like make yourself some hot tea, you'll say, like just being in the moment, take it moment by moment is what I'm hearing, okay? You have all the time in the world, boo. You do. Don't let anyone or anything try to, you know, rush you or make you make ultimatums, because this is the time period where before, like, you made decisions based out of fear or like what other people wanted from you. And like I said, like, things are different. You're different. Okay. And so the ball's in your court is what I just heard. The ball is in your court now. Okay. It's not in anybody else's court. I'll come back to this Four of Pentacles. I don't know what it's given. Like, she's holding a ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's holding on to it. She's like, okay, how are we going to roll the dice this time? Okay. Period. The dice is in your hands. The dice is in your hands to take a chance. The dice, I didn't even realize, look, there's dice on here. Yeah, you're finally taking a chance on yourself this season. Rising from the ashes like the phoenix, period. Okay, we have acceptance coming through. I want to say we had that in the last reading too. Yeah, you're finally having acceptance about things. It says, no longer waiting for a phantom night. She let go of her past. It was time to take flight. It's time for you to take flight. Back to the Temperance energy, okay? You see there's wings, angels. Angels are guiding you right now is what Spirit's showing me, okay? They're holding your hand. The moments that you were crying, the moments that you were having your breakdown where nobody knew about it, like, you have a spirit team that's behind you. Your ancestors, passed on loved ones is also what I'm hearing here, okay? They're helping you. And look, like I said, time, okay? I feel like this is the opportune time. It's almost like something was confronted to you and now you're ready to let it go. We have Soul Tribe. Look, boo. It says, the miles apart, their hearts beat as one. When your world is its darkest, their smile is the sun. Okay, and I'm also hearing like there's like new connections that are opening up for you in this season. Okay, and like I just feel like you're releasing like trauma responses where before you were kind of holding back yourself, you know, from new connections due to fear or due to trauma from, like I said, people who've betrayed you. Okay, definitely you might be having a hard time like making friends and stuff like that, but the Spirit is encouraging you to open up and be yourself this season. Okay, because people want to see you. Okay, people recognize your beauty is what I'm hearing here. You're beautiful. Oh, Spirit say you are beautiful, okay? No matter what they say, no matter what they, you know, what they did to you, whatever it was, okay? You're beautiful and you're deserving of love. You deserve love. Boundaries. Okay, we have boundaries coming through. So acceptance and boundaries. You're setting up boundaries either with yourself or with other people, keeping toxic energies of the masculine, feminine at bay. Like, you'll say, like I said, like the ball's in your court. You get to decide, and don't let anyone make you like have ultimatums and things like that. Is definitely what I'm hearing here. Yeah, conformity, like I said, expression. This is a time period where you start living life for yourself and you no longer conform to what people want for you. And I feel like some people might be frustrated with you currently is what I'm hearing, because you're finally like living life for yourself. I'm hearing you were masking for a while, okay? You were masking and doing what people wanted you to do for a while, and like, you know, it got you to a point where you're kind of feeling depleted. Like your energy was just depleted. And that's the reason why you had this emotional release lately, okay? And so you're letting go of this conformity mindset. You're finally living life for yourself. And it's going to feel a little bit solo at first, but boo, I'm telling you, you're the lighthouse and you're going to be attracting other people who see you for who you truly are. Okay, if people can't accept you the way that you are, if they can only accept you by the mask that you portray, or like I'm seeing like somebody on stage performing for people or something like that, and like you're only like playing the hits, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody wants to hear the hits, but like you have a new creation inside of you that wants to be expressed is what Spirit's saying here, okay? So Spirit's saying this is the time period to express this new creation. You're not meant to stay the same. You're not meant to stay the same at all, okay? So let's get popping and see some final advice for you, darling. Okay, so Spirit with final advice. Yeah, for my spiritual baddies over here who are finally having acceptance of their path and deciding to take, I'm hearing, take the long way home. Okay. You might be finding yourself like wanting to get in your car more often, listen to music, and like just drive. You know what I'm saying? Just, it's almost like you're letting off steam and doing this. Like allow yourself, like listen to what you want to do, right? If you feel, I just saw 1818 on the clock just now, okay? So I'm hearing listen to what you want to do. Number 9 could be significant for somebody. Bro, we had this in yesterday's reading. I swear I have shuffled these profusely. We have the Phoenix twice. So this is a time period of resurrection and surrendering to the change, okay? You're resurrecting. You're being birthed from the fire, okay? A lot of times when it comes to Phoenix energy, I will say this. It's like you're being purged from the fire. Things are burning away this season, okay? Things, let it happen. That's what I'm hearing. Let it happen. Okay, let it burn away. Because afterwards, I'm hearing like you're going to come out as this beautiful diamond, okay? Who was created from the pressure. And you'll have a story to tell is what I'm hearing. The winged wise ones, angelic help and miraculous aid. What have I been saying? Look, you got some guardian angels who are really whispering to you. Listen, I'm hearing listen, listen. Okay? I hear the voice of my grandmother's calling me. Okay? You got some grandmother spirits is what I'm hearing here, okay? You're very wise, you're very intuitive, and you have these gifts from I'm hearing from a grandmother, okay? I'm hearing native for some reason, okay? And so that this energy, the angelic here, okay, the angelic help is here for you. It's here to support you, okay? So know that you are going to have miraculous aid come to you, okay? You are always supported, especially if you feel like in times of like feeling misunderstood by other people. Like I said, because this is a new path that you're walking, and not everybody's going to understand it. Right? It's not meant for everybody to understand because this path was given to you, right? You have this blueprint. It's different from everybody else's. And you're meant to go and march to the beat of your own drum, period. Anything else, Spirit, you want them to know? The wise woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. What was I saying? I'm hearing don't compromise your vision for anyone or anything is what's the message, okay? And integrity, walk in integrity, okay? And so definitely I'm seeing like the wise woman of Wonderland. I think of like Alice in Wonderland, and there are a lot of like illusions, right, in that story. Like, you know, certain aspects, like, you know, she was asked like, oh, who are you? And she said, I'm Alice. What does Alice mean? It means the light. You are the light, right? And there will be things that will try to sit there and make you compromise your light, is what I'm hearing, okay? And so finally, like, towards the end of that story, she takes her power back, right? Off with the bloody red queen, period. Like, that's what's given. Like, you're finally, like, you're putting it to rest. Like, you're conquering your demons this season, okay? Bottom of the deck, we have Lady of the Mirror, reflection, and non-judgment. Like I was saying, non-judgment. Don't judge yourself, okay? And letting go of the judgment of other people, okay? And we underneath that, we have the Dragon's Duel, inner conflict, morality, and conscious choice. Like I said with the Lover's card, you have free will, is what I'm hearing. And Spirit wants you to channel your free will with your intentions, okay? I feel like this is a time period of, like, listening to yourself and what you want to create, and also, like, setting intentions, okay? Because when we go through life without setting intentions, like mindful intentions, that's whenever the world, like I said with Alice in Wonderland, will take us on a joyride, you know what I'm saying? And it's I saw 21 on the clock just now, so that's significant for somebody. But that's the read I have for you, darling. If this resonates, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out. Until next time, you have a blessed and wonderful day. Ta-ta.